Hi again. We're looking at some of the new capabilities in Howler 2023, and as of this recording, we're at build 67, I believe, and we'll just dive right in. The biggest change is the new Tint RGB option under brush settings, and this allows some really grand new brushes, and we'll just dive in and experiment with some of those brushes. So let's take a look here. Um, let's go in and just pick a new. Most of these new brushes are in the oil category for right now, so we'll be looking there. But we have these really nice textured brushes with all these highlights and details in them, um, and we'll be looking at these as we go along. But the real gag here with this new setting is, say we have an RGB brush, a full color brush. Let's say like one of the pine trees or something from the organics category, and we are or how about the daisy flowers? Let's see, get the full color version of the daisy flowers. Go to style and put it on color. And here we have these naturalistic daisy flowers. But what if we want to put these on a painting and we give this a more neutral background so we can see these a little better? But say we want to put these in a painting, maybe somewhere further away, we could make them smaller or whatever, but maybe we want them to be maybe a different color as they go further away. And, we can't really do that until now. We have this setting, we have Tint RGB. We select the color we want them to be, and they will be tinted with that color as they recede into the background, or, however you want to use it. If you want to be more red, we could have like some off in the sunlight. We could have some off in the shadow, or that kind of thing. Um, Very useful feature. So let's see. Say we have some kind of texture, like a rock or something, but we don't want it just to be one color. But we want it to get lighter or darker, or change to another shade or another hue, or something to that effect. So that is the new Tint RGB, and as I've said, this allows some really nice new brushes, and we'll take a look at these as we go along. This is some impasto for oil painting type of effects. Uh, you can see that in action. These can be scaled, they can be rotated, all the stuff you could do with brushes before, but now they are fully color, but they also inherit the color of the color that you're painting on. So very, very useful creating new textures and impasto or thick oils or glitter, or you name it. And we will continue to discover new things to do with this as we move along. But great for creating these glitter effects, or this gold foil type of effect. We talked about impasto painting, which we can see clearly being here. We can quickly double the size of a brush if that brush isn't big enough. We can still use the size slider here as well. We can also use the color bleeding if we want to do some blending between different shades. So like this, that still works. So we're not limited to just RGB brushes, but now we have like kind of the best of both worlds: RGB, but blendable, mixable, colorable, and so on. And I will just demonstrate a few more of these. Color swirls, sandpaper. This one can be useful for, say, you wanted to paint a rose or something, rose petals. I don't know, you could probably think of something to do with this one. It's really fairly appealing looking. We can use multiple layers with these, of course, to make darker and lighter areas. So as you can see, these brushes are very powerful, good for building up lots of textures and that sort of thing. Let's see, there's probably a few more interesting ones in here. Wet bristles. And there's, let's see, quite a few others. I haven't explored all of them yet. There's more impasto type brushes. There's a few up towards the top here. Let's see. Um, Heavy strokes. I think we've used this one already. Marble gel is pretty interesting. And that is basically it. On top of that, we've been doing some additional bulletproofing and additional bug testing and bug checking and bug fixing. We've extended multiple monitor support to allow monitors that exist in a negative space to the left of the main window, which had some problems before. We've made some changes there. We've done some additional check testing into users who have reported having trouble using the color picker. Continue to work on those kind of problems. We fixed some problems with brush rotation, wrapping at the 0 to 360 mark, interpolating incorrectly along the those that line or that demarcation, and uh, those sorts of bug fixes. And these are just some changes that are coming. If you haven't used the program recently, we've also recently added the painter's color wheel, which adds support for uh, gamut masking. You can mask off parts of the color gamut for limited palette type of painting. We've added, let's see, quite a few things really. But that's the gist of what's coming for now in this latest build. And I'd just like to say thanks for watching, and I will talk to you later.